Every builder that I work with, well, almost every builder, reads business books. But this is the one thing that they should be reading that'll actually make an impact on their business. Most builders, they have read Dale Carnegie, they're maybe reading a Simon Sinek book, maybe they have a Grant Cardone book or two on the shelf, they have a stack of Alex Hormozi books, but none of these things actually make a direct impact on how you position your business. Some of them can help with creating systems and maybe a little bit of branding and mindset mostly. But what's something that you can actually read that will make a difference, that will allow you to see what's working and what's not working? See, you can spend money on going to conferences, listening to people speak, reading books, going to industry events. All of this is good, but the one thing that's actually going to tell you what people want and what people don't want is your competitors' reviews. This is a research gold mine, and most builders have never even opened the door. It quite literally costs $0 to go and look at your competitors' reviews. And in this video, I'm going to give you the strategy on how you can actually take your competitors' reviews and turn it into a marketing strategy. The first thing that you're going to need is some sort of AI tool. I highly recommend either Google's Gemini or Anthropic's Claude. Both of these work really well for what we're about to do. The second thing that you're going to need is a list of top competitors, ones that have a lot of reviews, ones that you would find are servicing the same clients as you, and they don't need to necessarily be in the same area. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's use Claude for instance, and we're going to take the list of competitors. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a prompt together. And this prompt is going to be something along the lines of this. Hey Claude, I want to do a deep research on all of my competitors' reviews across Houzz, BBB, Google, and anywhere else that you can find credible reviews about these companies. I want you to analyze what you're seeing the company is doing right and what you're seeing the companies are doing wrong. And I want you to take all of that information and tell me exactly what you're seeing. And from that, we're going to create a marketing strategy, and we're going to create lead magnets, blogs, FAQs, social media posts all around the things that are being dropped by my competitors. Once you run that, it's going to go and it's going to research all your competitors. It's going to go through all the reviews. It's going to compile everything into a strategy and tell you what it's seeing. And from that, you can craft pages on your website, write blogs, create lead magnets, social media posts, tons of resources around what your competitors are doing wrong. Maybe a common thread among all of your competitors is that they're terrible at communicating, or all of a sudden the price jumped way higher after they signed the contract. Or maybe it was that the timeline went way longer than what was anticipated at the start of the contract. And if you can create resources around the proper build time and proper, what to look for in a contract when you sign with a builder to make sure that it doesn't go beyond the price or beyond the timeline that you set as an expectation at the start, these are the type of things that your ideal customer is going to eat up because it's what they're scared of. It's what they're leaving Google reviews on your competitors' profiles about what they didn't like. You can learn from this. Not only can you learn from it, but you can leverage against it. You can use their negative feedback to help you acquire and cater to what your customers actually care about. Not only that, but you can take the positive reviews and see what they're doing well at. What are they getting complimented on? And how can you do more of that? How can you make sure that if every single review talks about how awesome the design process was, how can you make your design process A-level, Disney-level experience is what you should be shooting for. But you can only find out what they truly value by the reviews that they're leaving, because this is the honest feedback that they're leaving on your competitors. Okay, I want to take a quick pause. Now, if you need help getting more reviews, this is very vital to your marketing. People make decisions based on other people's experiences with your company. And if there's not a lot of social proof with your company on Houzz, Facebook, BBB, or Google, there's zero reviews, it's going to be very hard to trust your brand, especially when somebody's making a very large purchase like a high-end remodel or a custom home. Here at Home Builder Marketers, we can help you acquire more reviews. through one of our packages and one of our offers called Reputation Management. You can learn more by going to www.homebuildermarketers.com and go to the contact page, get in touch with us that way, or you can visit our packages or offers page. Okay, now going back into you learning. The best way for you to learn what's working, what's not working, is to use that prompt that we went over earlier and analyze your competitors' reviews. The next thing is what you actually do with it, what I talked about earlier. Blogs, social media posts, creating content around what you're seeing, the positive and the negative. But another very important thing that I should highlight, aside from doing the research on your competitors, is actually getting your own reviews. Now, I know I talked about how we can help you, but how can you do it yourself? Something that every home builder and remodeler should have set up is an automation that when a job is finished, it asks for a Google review. You should have a system in place to get more reviews. Whether you have to show up to the person's house and bribe them with a gift card and make them leave a review right in front of you, that works well, you should do that. Or even pre-writing the review for them and sending it to them and saying, hey, if you check off on this, can you please just post it for me? It would mean a lot. Something along those lines can even work really well. Now, a lot of builders, maybe you're only doing 2 or 3 builds per year, and they're like, well, how am I supposed to get to 100 Google reviews if I'm only doing, 2 to 3 projects a year, or, even 5. Go and ask your sub-trades for Google reviews. They're dealing with your company. They're being paid on time. They're interacting with you to some capacity. They can speak to your integrity, to your trust, to how you work based on, them being a subcontractor for you. And so ask all of your subcontractors to leave you Google reviews. And if they want more work, they will happily go and leave you a review. Now, truly, I hope you got some value from this video on how you can use your competitors' good and bad reviews to create a marketing strategy and how you can get a little bit more reviews on your own. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Seth Vandale. I'm one of the co-founders at Home Builder Marketers, where we're on a mission to help 10,000 home builders reach more than 10 custom homes sold per year. So if you align with that vision and you got value from this video, or if you have any questions, you can comment below. I answer all comments on these videos, and make sure to like this video so future content like this gets promoted to you, and hit that subscribe button so that you get notified the next time I make a valuable post like I hope you got from this. Thank you so much for watching.